The Galactic Council had long dismissed humanity as a minor species, intelligent, yes, but insignificant in the grand cosmic scale. With no galactic empire to speak of, no grand fleets, no devastating weapons, and no history of conquering other worlds, they believed humans were just another developing civilization. They had no grand designs for interstellar conquest and were no threat to the mighty powers of the galaxy. Their technology was primitive compared to the advanced species of the Council. To the galactic empires, humanity was a curiosity, an anomaly in a universe filled with ancient and powerful species. The Council assumed that Earth's rising civilizations, expanding into space at a steady but cautious pace, were peaceful, non-confrontational, and weak. But all of that was about to change. The war for Orion. The Ixalarians, a brutal insectoid species known for their overwhelming military prowess, had conquered dozens of civilizations before. Ruthless and unforgiving, they destroyed every species that opposed them, leaving nothing but ruins in their wake. When they set their sights on Earth, the Galactic Council remained indifferent, even dismissive. The Ixalarians, with their massive warships and unparalleled strength, would easily crush the humans, or so they believed. The Ixalarians first made their presence known when they invaded Earth's colonies in the Orion system. Proxima Prime, Earth's largest off-world colony, was the prime target. The humans, still seen as primitive by galactic standards, had no known warships, no fleet to defend themselves. The Council saw no reason to intervene. These creatures will fall in days, the Ixalarian Supreme Commander declared, his mandibles clicking in anticipation. Their colonies will burn to the ground. This will be a simple victory. And so, the Ixalarians launched their attack, a massive armada of warships that tore through the stars toward the human colonies. They entered the Orion system, their vessels bristling with plasma cannons, nuclear warheads, and advanced siege weapons. Their first target was Proxima Prime, and they intended to obliterate the colony from orbit. The Ixalarians were confident that nothing could stand in their way. As the fleet entered the system, their sensors detected no signs of resistance. There were no enemy ships, no planetary defenses. The humans, it seemed, had no military power at all. Ixalarians thought this would be a swift and easy conquest. Pathetic, General Karzok, the Ixalarian commander, sneered. Destroy their cities from orbit and move on to the next planet. The humans are nothing but an inconvenience. But what the Ixalarians didn't know was that they had made the gravest mistake of all, the hidden power of humanity. For years, Earth had hidden its true strength. Humanity had focused its efforts on something no other galactic power had considered: stealth technology. While other species constructed massive war fleets with enormous firepower, humans had perfected the art of invisibility. Their warships were designed to be undetectable, using advanced cloaking technology that rendered them completely invisible to any known sensors. They emitted no energy, no radiation, nothing to give away their presence. The humans knew that they could never compete with the sheer power of the other species in the galaxy. They would never build the largest fleet, but they could build the most dangerous one. With stealth, they could strike when and where their enemies least expected. And now, they were about to show the galaxy just how powerful they could be. As the Ixalarian fleet began to bombard Proxima Prime, something strange began to happen. The humans were silent, their warships hidden in plain sight. The Ixalarian sensors flickered, showing no signs of any approaching enemy forces. The bombardment of the colony was already underway, and yet there was no sign of resistance. They thought they had won. Then, in an instant, the universe seemed to shatter. Hundreds of human warships emerged from the shadows of space, materializing out of nowhere. They were massive vessels, sleek and angular, dark as the void itself. The Ixalarian sensors flared to life in an attempt to identify the ships, but it was too late. Humanity's stealth technology had kept them hidden until now, and now the Ixalarians were about to face the fury of Earth's true power. The Ixalarian commanders, who had expected an easy conquest, were suddenly paralyzed by fear. "What is this?" General Karzok exclaimed, his mandibles clicking in confusion. We didn't detect any ships." "How did they?" Before he could finish his sentence, the battle had already begun. The Battle of Proxima Prime. The first salvo from the human fleet was devastating. Beams of pure energy cut through the Xalarian ships with terrifying precision. The Xalarians, known for their massive and heavily armored vessels, were caught completely off guard. The human ships were fast, deadly, and unpredictable. One moment they were in sight, and the next they had disappeared into the void, only to reappear in another part of the battle. Each attack was surgical, each shot finding its target with uncanny accuracy. The Xalarian dreadnoughts, capable of decimating entire planets, were torn apart as the human fleet moved with ruthless efficiency. The Xalarians fired back, launching plasma bolts and torpedoes, but their attacks always found empty space. The human ships were ghosts, vanishing into stealth fields before the Xalarians could react. Within minutes, the once proud Xalarian fleet was reduced to rubble. Their ships burned in the cold void of space, their crews helpless to stop the onslaught. The human fleet had proven itself deadly, more deadly than anyone could have imagined. General Karzak, watching as his fleet crumpled, snarled in rage. "All ships, focus fire. We have to take them down." But it was too late. The human warships were simply too fast, too elusive. Every time the Xalarians thought they had found a target, it vanished. "Retreat," Karzak ordered in desperation, but it was already too late. Of the 320 Xalarian warships that had launched the invasion, only 4 managed to escape, badly damaged and barely functional. The rest were destroyed, their wreckage scattered across the stars like debris. The humans had lost only 6 ships in the battle. The aftermath. As the last remnants of the Xalarian fleet fled into deep space, General Karzak's escape pod drifted in the void. He was no longer the confident warrior he had been before. His mind was consumed with disbelief and terror. They had no warships, he muttered to himself. The council said they had no warships. How could this happen? A voice crackled through his damaged communicator. "This is Admiral Marcus Reynolds of the Terran Defense Fleet. The Xalarian threat is over. Return to your people and tell them the truth. Humanity is not weak. If you ever dare threaten us again, we will not be so merciful." With that, the transmission ended, and Karzak knew that the galaxy had just learned a valuable lesson: never underestimate humanity. The galaxy responds. When the news of the victory reached the Galactic Council, panic spread like wildfire. The Xalarians had been crushed, annihilated by a fleet no one had even known existed. The humans, once seen as weak and insignificant, had shown the galaxy that they were capable of anything. The other galactic powers quickly re-evaluated their positions. Humanity, once thought to be a harmless species, now stood as a force to be reckoned with. Treaties were rewritten, alliances shifted, and every empire in the galaxy took note of Earth's new position in the cosmic hierarchy. No longer would humanity be seen as a weak, pacifistic race. The Terran fleet, built in secret and now revealed to the galaxy, was a symbol of Earth's true power, and from that day forward, humanity's name would never again be whispered with condescension. The galaxy had learned the hard way. Never doubt the strength of Earth, for the humans were more than capable of defending their home.